Day two. Good morning to all of you. I hope everybody can hear me. Can someone please confirm?
Good morning, madam. Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you for the confirmation. Good morning again. Welcome to the second day of our orientation program. Today, you are going to have two sessions basically. And in the morning session, or the session one, uh, your dean of the faculty will be talking about our university and faculty, and he will be giving you some introduction to the university as a whole, and he'll be talking a little bit about history and development of our faculty. And a few notices before commencing his session. Um, Please keep your microphones muted when you don't want to talk or ask questions or answer a question. And in all other times, please keep them muted to avoid any disturbances to the speakers and also to the audience. The other notice is that now we have the maximum participant number of 300 in the Zoom platform. So when the maximum participant number exceeds 300, the students will joining after that will be automatically directed to the YouTube live streaming. So don't worry about that. If you are directed to YouTube live streaming, you can go to that YouTube site and watch the same thing, right? Okay, after this session, there'll be another session which is on the organization of the orientation program. So that will be the second session today. So first, before before the speech by the dean, I would like to briefly introduce him to you. So today's talk is done by Professor Bandara Gajanayaka, and I have the privilege of introducing him to you all. So it's my pleasure to introduce Professor Bandara Gajanayaka, the Dean of the Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management of Wimber University of Sri Lanka. So actually he's in his office for about 2 days now, and you are lucky to get his service while you are at the university as students. So Professor Bandara Gajanayaka is a professor of plantation management and a distinguished academic in the field of plantation management, climate smart agriculture, and agricultural resource management. He obtained his BSc in agriculture from the University of Peradeniya, and later completed his MPhil degree in agricultural economics and business from University of Peradeniya. And later he earned both his MSc and PhD degrees from Mississippi State University, USA. Professor Gajanayaka began his academic career at the University of Peradeniya and joined the Department of Plantation Management at Wimber University of Sri Lanka in 2001. So over the past years, he has contributed immensely to the teaching, research, student development, and university administration. His research interests include climate change and climate smart agriculture, plantation crop production, commodity marketing, and sustainable agricultural development. In addition to his academic achievement, Professor Gajanayaka has he has served in several important leadership roles within the university, including his service as the director of the Career Guidance Unit and as the head of the Department of Plantation Management, and now as the dean of the faculty. So as dean, he continues to provide strong leadership and guidance for the achievement of the faculty and its students. Today, he will conduct this session on Introduction to Wimber University and the Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management. So please join me in warmly welcoming Professor Bandara Gajanayaka. So it's over to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kamani, for your introduction. So this morning we are in our second day of our online inauguration program. One second. Okay. So this second day, first of all, while thanking to the organizing committee as well as all the students who are here online, I'm going to introduce the Wayamba University as one of the state universities you are going to enter as proud students. At the same time, yesterday, if I tell something about yesterday program, uh, I just want to reiterate or highlight the importance of yesterday's program. The take-home message is you have to improve your language skills. So this orientation program is a kind of providing a kind of a foundation to your academic program. So don't take it simple or don't take it very serious and study hard during this period because it's a foundation. Strong foundation is key for success. So let me share my presentation today. Okay, I guess you can see the shared screen, right?
Yes, sir, we can see.
Thank you. Okay, good morning, everyone. Dr. Kamani, the organizing committee chair of this program, and other respected members of the academic staff who are listening to this online program, as well as my dear students. So today is another special day for you because we are trying to understand about the university you are going to enter as proud students, right? So after that, you will move into the Faculty of Agriculture. So before moving to the history of Wayamba University, I would like to talk a few things about Wayamba University of Sri Lanka. So I can still remember my first day at Peradeniya University. How about my feelings? So it is a kind of remarkable day in my life. I'm quite sure, even though you are virtually joined to the FAPM as a FAPM family member as well as YM family member, you also have the same feeling. So first, I would like to let you listen to our university anthem, or in other words, university song, right? So I'll begin my speech after letting you to listen to the university anthem. But with this song, we just we can sing together because sometimes a song teaches more than 100 lectures. At the same time, sometimes the university anthem tells us who we are. how fortunate we are, and more importantly, who we are expected to become. Right? අතර මේ සින්දුව ගීතය නැෂනල් යුනිවර්සිටි ඇන්තම් එක ඕගොල්ලන් විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයට ඇවිල්ලා අහනකොට නෙතට කඳුලක් එන්න ඕනි. මොකද රාජ්‍ය විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයකින් උපාධියක් ලබා ගැනීම සඳහා ඕගොල්ලන් මූලික පියවර තබන අවස්ථාවේ ඒ විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයට කෘතඥ සැලකීමක් වශයෙන් තමයි අපි මේ විශ්වවිද්‍යාල ගීතය ගායනා කරන්නේ. Okay, now let me so there are different versions of this song, but I just pick it from YouTube. Something wrong with that song. Mr. Madhav, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here. Hello, sir.
Do you have that song? Because I do have, but I find it difficult to share it for some reason. තියෙනවද ඔයගලන් ගාව?
Yeah, Madhav, can you share it?
Sure,
Share
ma'am,
the
sure.
Uh,
then මට හරි දැන් මගේ. Okay, right? Can you see? Dr. Kamil, can you see the shared screen now?
Yes, sir. Still no sound is coming, but I can see the screen.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'll.
Yeah, can see.
Hang on. Sound sign on.
නෑ තාම sir. Sounds. I think you have to separately share sound on Zoom or something like that.
Yeah. Am I in any?
No, sir.
Audio settings.
ශ්‍රී ලංකා වයම දිශා සුජාතධර
Like I know.
We heard a little bit, but it's like sounds are dragging, sir.
Like I know. Sorry for that.
No, sir.
Oh, mother to help කරන්න බැරිද?
Let's ask if Madhav has. Yeah.
Mother ඉන්නවද?
Oh,
Mother, are you there?
සර් මට විනාඩියක් දෙන්න සර් මම ෂෙයා කරන්න.
Oh, sir, can you please stop sharing that? Then Madhav will be able to share it.
ලංකා වයම දිසා සුජාත ධරණි තලේ සුරංගතු සරසවිදි නිති අපේ අරුන්දති කරුවලෙසේ ලංකාම්බරයේ අරුන්දති කරුවලෙසේ ලංකාම්බරයේ කල් පැරකුම් කිවිනැන පහනින සුමඟුල් සමිඳුන් සිහවිරු වදනින හැම කල් රංජිත වයඹ යසෝරස උරුමය වේ අපගේ උරුමය වේ අපගේ උරුමය වේ අපගේ උරුමය වේ අපගේ මල්පල සම්පත වොරඳන කෙත්වතු අස්වනු ඉසුරින් සපුරන නෙක් විදු නැන දහරින් දැය ඔබයන මෙහෙවර වේ අපගේ මෙහෙවර වේ අපගේ මෙහෙවර වේ ජලේ සුරංගතු සරසවිදි නිති අපේ අරුන්දති තරුවලෙසේ ලංකාම්බරයේ අරුන්දති තරුවලෙසේ ලංකාම්බරයේ මහගත පෙරලා ඉසිවර නැන සමුදා සදාලන සරසවි මෞනි අපේ නව චින්තනයේ උල්පත් මතුකොට නවලෝකය වෙත පියවර තබනු විවරණ දුන මැනවී 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 විවරණ දුන මැනවී
Everyone enjoyed the university song, and now with that song we can start our conversation. Actually, as I mentioned earlier, this song gives a different message to everyone: new students, academic staff, non-academic staff, all the university, all the people in the university as well as in the country. So when we sing Sri Lanka Vayamba Disha, we are not merely mentioning a geographical region. We are celebrating a heritage. So that is the important point, very interesting point in that song. We are celebrating a heritage, we are celebrating a kind of culture, civilization, we are celebrating a people, a history. If you think more about it, thousands of schools exist in this country, but only a few becomes universities, right? Thousands of higher education institutes become universities during the latter part, right? And only a handful becomes national universities. Now you are now part of one of them, right? So that says the history, right? That says the history. Our university joined to the national university system while being a affiliated university earlier. In that anthem, it says Pratapavat Ran Bimak Vete. What does that mean? The song calls this land a golden land. Why it is known as golden land? Any idea? So is it because there is a gold buried underground? No, it's not like that, right? We don't have any gold mines in this country. The real gold of a nation is not found in mines. That is the reality. It is found in minds, not mines, in minds, right? So that is another interesting point the anthem tells us. The real gold of a nation is not found in mines. It is found in minds of the people. The real wealth of Sri Lanka is not tea, not rubber, not coconut, not even technology. The real wealth of Sri Lanka is educated people, So we are trying to get ready for that kind of initiative. If you look around, the future agriculture experts are sitting here. The future agricultural engineers, agricultural technologists are sitting here, listening to this program. Future entrepreneurs are you. You are listening this program. Future researchers are sitting here, are listening to this program, watching this video today. Future ministers, maybe politicians, may be sitting here, listening to this program. Perhaps even a future president, we don't know, or future academics, future vice chancellors is sitting here. Maybe a future dean, we don't know. So we can't tell about next 30 years. Perhaps even, so maybe future scientist like Archimedes, Marie Curie, like scientist, future presidents, you never know. So think about that for a moment. So you are trying to build a foundation for that kind of future. So this song tells us about that kind of foundation can be taken from this university. If you talk about state university education, my dear students, many people do not fully understand the value of free education as well as the value of state-owned government university. ගොඩක් මිනිස්සුන්ට තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ රාජ්‍ය විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයක නිදහස් අධ්‍යාපනයක අගය. ඒක දකින්න අපි වෙනත් රටවල් වලට ගිහිල්ලා ඒ රටවල වල මිනිස්සු විශ්වවිද්‍යාල අධ්‍යාපනයට දෙමව්පියෝ විශේෂයෙන්ම විශ්වවිද්‍යාල අධ්‍යාපනයට දරුවන්ගේ අධ්‍යාපනය වෙනුවෙන් ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ වෙල්ත් එකෙන් ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ආදායමෙන් සැලකිය යුතු මුදල් ප්‍රමාණයක් වියදම් කරනවා කියන එක දැක්ක කට්ටිය විතරයි මෙන්න මේ ස්ටේට් ෆ්‍රී এডুকেෂන් එකේ වැදගත්කම දකින්නේ. Let me explain like this. In some countries, students graduate with enormous debts. එතකොට එයාගේ දරුවා පුතා හෝ දුව විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයකින් උපාධියක් ගන්න අවස්ථාවේදී දෙමාපියන් විශාල ණයබරකින් මිරිකිලා තමයි ඉන්නේ. But your parents, you are lucky enough. They don't have to take a loan to study here. Right? They spend 10 or 15 years repaying for education loans. ලෝකේ දියුණුව කියලා හිතන රටවල් වල ස්කෝලර්ෂිප්ස් තියෙනවා මම නෑ කියන්නේ. නමුත් more than 50% of the students they take loans to enter to the university, and the parents spend lot of money from debts. But here in Sri Lanka, we are lucky enough, the people of Sri Lanka invest in your future. It does not mean that the money for your education is coming from heaven. It is coming from the taxpayers' money. Then ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයට අපේ පඩි ගෙවන්න විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ යටිතල පහසුකම් සැකසීම සඳහා හොස්ටල්ස් වලට ටෙලිෆෝන් බිල් ගෙවන්න ලයිට් බිල් ගෙවන්න ඒ මුදල් එන්නේ මේ රටේ දුක් විඳින ජනතාවගේ ටැක්ස් වලින් එන මුදල් වලින් කියන එක මේ දෙවන දිනේදී ඔයගොල්ලන් ඉතාමත්ම හොඳින් අවධාරණය අවබෝධ කරගත යුතුයි. ඒක වෙන කොහෙන්වත් ෆ්‍රී දෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක තේරෙන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලන් කතා කරලා බලන්න ඇමරිකාව වගේ රටවල් වල ෆ්‍රී higher education තිබ්බට හොඳම ළමයින්ට විතරයි හම්බෙන්නේ. ඒත් 20%ක් වගේ තමයි හම්බෙන්නේ. So the money we spend today is coming from the people of Sri Lanka to invest in their future. Future is you. not others. So the money is coming from the taxpayer of the farmer in Anuradhapura or Polonnaru or Velimad or Bandarwala, a fisherman in Chilao, the government worker in Katunayaka. All of them contribute through taxes. ඒගොල්ලන් බදු ගෙවීම ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ බදු බර තුලින් අපිට කිසියම් අස්වැසුමක් ලබා දෙනවා. අපේ අධ්‍යාපනය සාර්ථක කරගන්න මේ අධ්‍යාපන ආයතන සාර්ථකව ඉදිරියට අරන් යාම සඳහා බජට් එකකින් හම්බෙන සල්ලි හම්බෙන්නේ දුක් විඳින මිනිසුන්ගේ tax pays money වලින් කියන එක අමතක කරන්න හොඳ නැහැ. ඒ ගීතේ එක අනුගත වෙලා තියෙනවා ඇත්තටම. So all the people in this country contribute many very ways through taxes. At the same time, as part of that investment is spent on your education. So when you sit in a lecture hall, when you sit in a practical lab, remember something is important. Someone you have never met has contributed to your future. That creates a responsibility. එනිසා මම ඊයේ කිව්වාගේ අපි හැම වෙලාවෙම කෘතගුණ සැලකීමක් වශයෙන් හැම වෙලාවෙම මතක් කරන්න ඕනි මම මේ ඉගෙනීම නිදහස් අධ්‍යාපනය ලබන්නේ ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ සිටින tax payers money වලින් ඒ මිනිසුන්ගේ දහඩිය මහන්සියෙන් හම්බ කරපු සල්ලි වලින් කොටසක් tax වශයෙන් ගෙවන මාලි වලින් තමයි මම මේ ජීවත් වෙන්නේ. Now let me ask a question. How many you checked your research score at least 100 times? Research score, that what you call the research score, right? How many check it 500 times? How many refreshed the website every 5 minutes? Some students check the website so often, more frequently, that even the website became tired. Parents were checking, students were checking, neighbors were checking, your relatives, friends were checking, even family probably knew the research score. And then finally the results came, and today you are here. Right? So I know you have different stories. Right? Now, it's a kind of religious place, spiritual place. ඒක තමයි අපි කියන්නේ සරසවියට පුද බිමක් කියලා. සරසවි පුද බිම අපේ කියලා කියන්නේ. පූජනීය භූමියක්. The place you should respect, you should worship. Right? The anthem describes the university as sacred place. Right? Why? What makes a university a sacred place or a spiritual place? If you think deep on this saying or statement, it's not buildings, it's not lecture halls, it's not laboratories or labs. Knowledge makes it sacred or spiritual. Truth make it sacred or spiritual. Character you are going to build upon is sacred. A university is one of the few places where ideas can change lives. එවැනි උසස් අදහස් තියෙන දේවල් වලින් ජීවිතේ වෙනස් කරන්න පුළුවන් ස්ථානයකට පුදුබිමක් කියලා අර්ථකථනය කරන එක අරුමයක් නොවෙන්නේ. One lecture can change your future. One book can change your thinking, the way you think, your mindset. One mentor or one counselor, one teacher can change your destiny, your final destination. Right? That's what it says. It's a Buddhabhima, spiritual place where we should worship, we should respect, we should offer extraordinary respect. There's a word here, arunalle. I guess Arunalli, the university is compared to a morning star, right? The dawn, a new beginning. It's a new beginning. I can go back to my university life first day at Peradeniya University, and Dr. Kamani, the coordinating madam, can go back to her first day at Wayamba University. Other members of the academic staff, they can still go back to their first day at their university life, undergraduate life. It's a new beginning, it's a dawn. That is exactly where are you today. This is your dawn. This is the beginning of a new chapter, first step. You are no longer a school students. I'll come to that question. How you move from school to university. You are undergraduates. And with that title comes responsibility. Right? Undergraduates are more responsible than school children. If you go to the second verse, the inner meaning of the second verse, the anthem says, Parakum Ranjidu Kavi Maga Pennu, something like that. So it mentioned the king Parakum Bahu, right? Because he represents a vision. Like our university has a vision, that king has a vision. So as you know, great nations are built by vision. Let me repeat that. Great nations are built by vision. Great universities are built by vision. Great careers are built by vision. Here, King Parakumbahu said, not even a drop of water should flow to the sea without serving mankind. You know that saying. Today we can say, not even a drop of knowledge should leave this university without serving society. That is our mission. If I explain it in Sinhala, සිංහලෙන් මේක ගැන පොඩ්ඩක් එක්ස්ප්ලেইন කරොත් එහෙම ඉගෙන ගන්න එක අපි දන්නවා තමන්ගේ ජීවිතේ ගොඩ දාගන්න විතරක් දෙයක් නෙවෙයි. ජීවිතේ ගොඩ දාගන්න කියන අදහස තියෙනවා අපිට. නමුත් it should be a win-win approach. ජීවිතේ විතරක් ගොඩ දාගන්න වැඩක් නැහැ. අපි අපේ සමාජය විශ්වවිද්‍යාලය සමාජය ගම රටේ අනිත් ජීවිතත් ගොඩ දාගන්න ඕනි කියන උතුම් පරමාර්ථය මත තමයි ඔයගොල්ලන් වයඹ විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයට පළමු පියවර තබන්න ඕනේ. එවැනි උතුම් අදහසක් ඇතුව විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයට පිය නගන පුද්ගලයෙකුට අනාගතය කුසමාකාරයකින් වැරද්දක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. අපි මෙඩිකල් ෆැකල්ටි ස්ටුඩන්ට්ස්ලා ඉන්නවා ඒගොල්ලන් වෛද්‍යවරුන් වෙනවා. ඔබ කෘෂි උපාධිධාරීන්, ටෙක්නොලොජි උපාධිධාරීන් වුණොත් ඔබ විවිධාකාරයෙන් ගොවි ප්‍රජාවට, කෘෂිකාර්මික ප්‍රජාවට සහ අනිකුත් කෘෂිකාර්මයේ සමග සම්බන්ධ වෙලා තියෙන විවිධ ඉන්ඩස්ට්‍රීස් වලට උදව් කරනවා. ස්පෙෂලි ටෙක්නොලොජි. අපේ ෆැකල්ටි අපේ යුනිවර්සිටි එකකින් ෆෝෂණ වේදීන්, ඉංජිනේරුවරුන් සහ තාක්ෂණ වේදීන් ඒගොල්ලන් විවිධ පද්ධති විවිධ අංශ සර්වයිව් කරලා දෙනවා. ඒක තමයි විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයක තියෙන අධ්‍යාපනයේ වටිනාකම. අපි අපේ බස්වර්ඩ් එක තමයි agriculture එහෙම නැත්නම් agricultural technology, agricultural engineering, since we have two bright group of students, agriculture who did agriculture for the advanced level as well as science for the advanced level. That is one cohort, one group. Other one is the students who did biosystem technology as a stream, technology as a stream, right? So both these people, both these students can contribute to the agriculture, which is a major part of our economy and the motherland. The anthem beautifully says, Danume res vihida. The knowledge is not meant to stay inside classroom. Knowledge must reach villages. That is one of my concerns. The knowledge we gain in the universities, in the agriculture faculty, should go to the villages, to the farmers. Knowledge must reach farms. Knowledge must reach industries through technological advancement, innovations. Knowledge must solve problems. As agriculture students, technology students, your classroom is not only the lecture hall. Your classroom is also the paddy fields, the tea estates, the coconut plantations, the greenhouse, the villages, farm families, the farmers' fields, the food systems in the country, food technology, agriculture, engineering, farm shops, right? Now let me clear, you did come here merely to obtain a degree certificate, I know that. You came here to prepare yourself to solve real problems. Food security, climate change, farmer livelihood, what else? Nutrition, technology or engineering, sustainability. These are not future problems, they are current problems. We are experiencing these problems. And one day, society will look to you for answers because they have already paid for you through their tax, right? So the powerful transition to the university life is very vital. So that's why on the very first day, Ms. Lavanya, the head of the English language unit, very clearly mentioned language skill is one important pillar to build a strong foundation for this journey. So powerful transition to the university life is my next area of presentation. The point I am making is simple. The Wayamba University anthem is not merely a song, it's a roadmap. It tells us many very different things. Uh, okay. So you are in the Wayamba family, and every great institution has a story. Today, you become a part and parcel of this story of Wayamba University, right? What I was trying to explain you, Wayamba also has its own journey, a journey of vision, growth, and transformation. Today, story continues. We are focusing on quality education, innovative research, sustainable development, community impact, and global recognition. Right? Every faculty is like that. They are they have their own plans to implement. So the point I am trying to make is simple. The Wayamba University anthem is not merely a song; it's a roadmap. It's a roadmap. It tells a lot of things. It tells us where we came from, who we are, and who we must become after 4 years. And now, my dear students, as well as parents, if you are listening, having understood the meaning of the song, every student should memorize this song. I will ask Mr. Madhava and the group to share the soft copy of this song. So by the time you enter to the university, after some time, every student should memorize this song. And if you have Tamil students, there's a Tamil version also. Every student should be able to memorize and sing the song in a comfortable manner. Having understood the meaning of this national university song, university anthem, having understood the privilege of state university education, having understood the privilege of free education, having fully understood the responsibility that comes with that privilege through free education, let us begin our journey together as Wayamba family, Wayamba students. Let us talk about university life, because today is not the end of your story, it's a beginning. Today is the beginning of your transformation. මේක හැරවුම් ලක්ෂයක් වෙනවා. ඒකේ ඇතුළත් කියන්නේ ගැඹුරු අර්ථය ඒක තේරෙන්නේ ඕගොල්ලන් තව අවුරුදු 5ක් විතර ඉස්සරහට ගියාට පස්සේ. Right? So next I will move to the second part of my presentation about the university. So the top person in the university is the vice chancellor. So we do have chancellors, but vice chancellor is the principal executive officer. He is the principal academic officer. He is the chairman of the Senate and leader of strategic development. So Professor E.M.P. Ekanayake is the current vice chancellor of Wayamba University of Sri Lanka, who is a visionary leader who has developed this university, contributed in many very ways, and is a visionary leader, right? So he lead the university with a vision, right? With a vision, and we are always thankful to him for his visionary leadership, right? Because as I mentioned yesterday, thanking to the people is should be part and parcel of our life. Then only things come to us automatically. The other point I want to highlight here is when we study in this university, as in the faculty of agriculture, our faculty is in Makandura premises, little bit away from the main campus, right? Little bit away from the main campus. So that is the first thing I need to tell you. Okay. If we talk about the history of Wayamba University, we have a proud history. Let me tell the story of Wayamba University, not as history, but as a journey. As I mentioned earlier, you should know the journey because you become part and parcel of this story, this journey. In year 1991, we had affiliated to University College, where agriculture, home science are major pillars, major areas. That is a small beginning, having a big dream, right? So that is called Northwestern Province Affiliated University College. the beginning of a vision started with two faculties, if I tell. And in year 1996, that big dream came to action, Wayamba campus, which is growing, expanding, and developing. But that one was under Rajarata University with the expanding opportunities. After 3 years later, Wayamba University joined to the National University Scheme as the 13th National University of Sri Lanka in 1st October 1999, which I believe as a historic transformation. So these things you should memorize because you are part of this journey. You are a member of Wayamba family. You should know that. Have you ever wondered why universities have histories? Because institutions are like people. They are growing, they are learning, they are evolving, they are developing. So our university has a vision as well as a mission. Every institute has a vision and mission, right? So the story of vision and mission you should understand. So vision is a kind of general objective of a research. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඒකට සිංහලෙන් කිව්වොත් එහෙම විෂන් එකක් කියන්නේ දැක්ම කියලා. Explain in simple language vision where we want to go. දැක්ම. Where we want to go. අපිට දැක්මක් තියෙනවා. පුද්ගලික වශයෙන් අපිට දැක්මක් තියෙනවා. Then the mission says the story of transformation, how we get there, right? Then we'll try to understand the governance story. On the top of the hierarchy, we find chancellor, but chancellor, if I tell who is chancellor, he's just a, he's not a, so just a position, right? Then the vice chancellor, which I mentioned later, vice chancellor is a principal executive officer. He's a member of the academic staff, right? Then we have two segments, academic staff, non-academic staff. Non-academic staff members divided into administrative staff as well as non-administrative staff. So the non-academic section is headed by registrar. විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයක registrar කියලා position එකක් තියෙනවා. Vice chancellor තමයි whole principal executive officer. ඊට පස්සේ administrative staff එකේ උඩින් ඉන්නේ registrar. Right? If you visit the website of Wayamba University, you will see the registrar on the top of that non-academic administrative hierarchy. Then there's another post, registrar කියන වචනේ මම හිතනවා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට අලුත් වචනයක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Vice chancellor කියන වචනේත් කිසියම් දුරකට අලුත් වචනයක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඔයගොල්ලන් විශ්වවිද්‍යාල පිළිබඳව නිවුස් එහෙම බලනකොට උපකුලපතිතුමා උපකුලපති කුලපති නාමික නාමික තනතුරක් උපකුලපති තමයි විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ ඉන්න චීෆ් එක්සිකියුටිව් ඔෆිසර් CEO රෙජිස්ට්‍රාර් මහත්තයා ඉන්නවා ඊට පස්සේ බර්සා කියන වචනේත් යම් කිසි දුරට ඕගලන්ට නොපැහැදිලි කලින් අහපු නැති වචනයක් බර්සා So he's the head of the financial section, right? Then another two terms, council and senate. Council and senate, right? Like running a country by president, like running a large corporation or company, like running a big farm, or like running a city. There's a kind of administrative flow, right? Okay. Now, let's try to understand what is a university, right? මම ඊයේ කතා කරනකොට කිව්වා okay. How university is different from school. ඔයගලගේ පොඩි මම දන්නවා හැම දිනාගේම හිතේ පොඩි චකිතයක් තියෙනවා. විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ පරිසරය මම කුමන ආකාරයෙන් ප්‍රකාශ කරත් පොඩි චකිතයක්, බයක්, සැකක්, සංගුණ බයක් තියෙනවා. What is this place? How it is different from school? You studied the university, right? Think about that little while, right? So I will explain this part again at the latter part of my presentation, but let me begin with a simple question. How many of you have planted a tree during your lifetime? Not a plant, tree, which is perennial in nature. I'm quite sure most of you have planted a tree in your backyard, at school ground, school garden, or your relative's place, somewhere else. Most of us have. එහෙම කරලා නැත්නම් කරන්න ඇත්තටම කෘෂිකර්ම පීඨයකට තාක්ෂණවේදීන් හෝ කෘෂි ඉංජිනේරුවන් බවට පත් වෙන්න එහෙම නැත්නම් කෘෂි කර්මික ශ්‍රේෂ්ඨ අදාළව රැකියාවක් කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙන ශිෂ්‍ය පිරිසක් වශයෙන් ගහක් හදලා තියෙනවා. Now think about that tree you planted. When we see a tree, right, we admire its fruits. That is the economically important part. Or its flowers. Maybe it's economically important parts. Or leaves, like tea. Leaves are the economically important plant. Or branches. But the most important part of that tree is something we cannot see. What is that? Its roots. Think about the roots about for a moment. The same is true for your life. That is the point I want to highlight. The university life is like growing a tree. Roots are mostly synonymous with, or they are just like values. Since the university life is like growing a tree, roots are values. Your roots are your values. What do you mean by values? Values are the different traits you have, different characters, different qualities you have. Honesty is one subcomponent of values. Respect discipline, what else? Kindness, integrity, and gratitude. Kritavedi Bhava. So these are the values that brought you here. You have to ask from yourself, what values helped me to reach this university? Let me repeat that. Ask yourself, what values really helped me to reach this university? මේ පුදබිම වෙත පැමිණීම සඳහා ඔබට දායක වූ values මොනවද තිබ්බේ? Is it hard work, persistent, respect for parents, sacrifice, what else? Yeah, those things. Those are your roots. Those are your roots, which is not visible, which are not visible from the outside. Without roots, a tree falls. Without values, your success always collapse. That is the inner meaning of university. The trunk, khanda, explains the character. Charite, your character is the trunk. Right? Knowledge may be knowledge you gather from the university may get your job once you graduate. When you seek employment, knowledge is responsible for getting a job. But character will contribute to keep that job. Character keeps you there. Employers can seva dayakyan rasa dena kattiya increasingly says we can teach skills, but character must already be there. එතකොට මේ අවුරුදු 4 ඇතුළත මෙන්න මේවා knowledge එකත් එක්කම ක්‍රමයෙන් යන්න ඕනේ. ඉස්කෝලේදීත් ඔයගොල්ලන් පාසලේදීත් ඔයගොල්ලන් ඒවා යම් කිසි දුරකට උනා ඇති. නමුත් as an independent person you should be able to gain that. ඒක පුදබිමක ඉඳන් කරන්න ඕනේ. පොදු විශ්වවිද්‍යාලේ නම් වූ පුදබිමේ සිට මෙන්න මේ values ඔයගොල්ලන් ගන්න ඕනේ. අපි සිංහලෙන් කිව්වොත් මෙන්න මෙහෙම කියන්න පුළුවන්. දැනුමෙන් රැකියාවක් ලබා ගන්න පුළුවන්. හැබැයි චරිතයෙන් තමයි රැකියාව රැක ගන්න පුළුවන්. So if you look at that tree, you find branches. Branches represent different areas of life. What are the different areas of life? Your university life has many branches. Once you come here, you will realize it. විශ්වවිද්‍යාල ජීවිතයේදී ඔයගලන්ට විවිධ branches තියෙනවා, විවිධ ශාඛා තියෙනවා. විශ්වවිද්‍යාල ශිෂ්‍යයෙක්ගෙන් ඇහුවම ඒ ශාඛා පිළිබඳ පුළුල් දැනුමක් තියෙනවා. Academic branch, right? Career branch, family branch, community branch, health branch, leadership branch. What else? Yeah, leadership or that what do you call that? Relationship branch, networking branch. If one branch grows while others die, the tree becomes unbalanced. ඒක නිකන් වාහනයක් යනකොට රෝද හතරට හුලං සමානව නෑ වගේ. එක රෝදයක හුලං හොඳටම බෑලා අනිත් රෝදේ හුලං උඩරිම තියෙනවා. එතකොට මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? වාහනේ කියලා හැප්පෙනවා. එහෙම නැත්නම් හුලං සාමාන්‍යයෙන් තියෙන සමහර පොඩ්ඩක් වැඩි සමහර. එතකොට fuel efficiency එක අඩුයි. කොච්චර මහන්සි ගත්තත් වැඩක් නෑ. වැඩියෙන් fuel ඉන්ධන දහණය වෙනවා. So the success during this journey is not merely obtaining a degree. That is the other point I want to highlight. Success is becoming a complete human being with values, with knowledge. So then I will move to the other part of the tree, that is leaves. Leaves represent the daily actions. Daily actions. Edinada karna vividha kriyakaraka. Small habits matter. As I mentioned yesterday, small habits matters. They nagatala and they bedsheet එක නමන එක small habit එකක්. ඒක කරනකොට අපි කෘතවේදී වෙලා වැඩේ කරනකොට මෛත්‍රියෙන් කරනකොට ඒක අපිට මේ දවස ආරම්භ කරන්න හොඳ පන්නරයක් හම්බ වෙනවා. Reading one chapter daily is one small habit. පොතක පොඩි කොටසක් කියවනවා. Arriving on time, punctuality. Helping a friend in a good mindset. Respecting a lecturer. Respecting parents. Respecting elderly worker and non-academic staff member. Respecting a security officer. Or respecting a cleaner or janitor who works for the university. Respecting the person who works for the university. These are the leaves of life. Right? So without the leaves, tree cannot survive. Right? Then we come to the most important part of the tree, that is fruits. Fruits resemble the achievements. They are jayagrahan. Right? Scholarships, research publications, employment after graduation, entrepreneurships, leadership positions in different student groups, community services. These are the fruits. But remember, you always should remember, good fruits require strong roots. Good fruits require leaves. Right? So okay. So with that background, let me try to explain you what sort of things you find in the university. You find greater independence, a key difference between school and university life. සමහර කට්ටිය කියන මේකට වල්බూరు නිදහස කියලා. ඒක වල්බూరు නිදහස කියන එකක් වෙන්නේ ඒක පාවිච්චි කරන එකනා මත. ඒක වල්බూరు වෙන්නේ පාවිච්චි කරන එකනා වල්බూరు අදහස් දැරුවොත් විතරයි. නැත්තම් මේක පුදබිමක්. පුදබිමක තියෙන්නේ greater independence. Then you have to, if you have the growth mindset, you can fulfill your objectives with that growth mindset. Freedom and responsibility. At school, teachers remind you everything. Parents supervise you. අම්මලා පිටිපස්සෙන් ඇනන කියනවානේ මේක අරන් යන්න. Parents attendance is monitored. Someone is always watching. Right? But at universities, I must tell you, we are okay, keep your mics muted. ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ mic mute කරගන්න. එතකොට disturb වෙනවා program එකට. So once you come to the university, you are responsible for your own learning and success. ඕගොල්ලන් ගන්න තීරණ වලට ඕගොල්ලන් responsible. අම්මා responsible නැහැ, තාත්තා responsible නැහැ, lecturer, teacher responsible නැහැ. Right? Nobody will chase you. අනේන කියන්නේ කවුද මේක කරන්න කියලා. Nobody will wake you up. Maybe your friend, if you have a good friend, he will wake you up. Nobody will force you to study. Success become your choice, not others' choice. Failures also become your choice. Personal responsibilities become essential. Freedom plus responsibility equal maturity. That is the other point I want to highlight. Freedom plus responsibility. So you need to use that freedom in a wise manner, in a responsible manner. Then we can witness you as a very mature university student. ඇතිවෙන නිදහස් තියෙනවා නිදහස් තියෙන වෙලාවේ TikTok reels බලන්න පුළුවන්, but you have a assignment to be submitted tomorrow. Cricket match තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. The maturity is you need to balance, wise balance between these freedom and responsibility. Right? Okay. Other one is learn time management, right? විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයක් ඇතුළත time management එක කරගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න විවිධ complaints තියෙනවා බෑ කියලා. Because this is you are in the 21st century. You find a tsunami of disturbances from reels, WhatsApp messages. ඉස්සර අපි විශ්වවිද්‍යාලේ ඉන්නකොට එහෙම disturbances නැහැ. So you should be wisely handle your available time. එක සම්පතන්නේ. පුද බිමක ඉඳන් time එක wisely handle කරන්න ඔයගොල්ලෝ mature වෙන්න ඕනේ. You all receive 24 hours. The difference between successful and unsuccessful students is not time actually. It is how wisely you use the time. Every day we have to ask that question. Did I invest my time or merely spend it? Right? Merely spend it. The other point I want to highlight is in the university, you have to maintain that academic integrity. Let me be clear. What is this? Cheating may help you pass an exam. Yesterday I talked about disciplines. Cheating at the exam, we consider it as a very big offense. No any room for cheating. Cheating for need or greed. සමහර කට්ටිය කොපි කරනවා අවශ්‍යතාවයට, සමහර කට්ටිය ඒ කියන්නේ අවශ්‍යතාවයට ෆේල් වෙන එකෙන් 100ක් ගන්න. සමහර කට්ටිය කොපි කරනවා not need but greed. A minus එක තියෙනක A plus එකක් කරගන්න. මේ දෙකම වැරදි indiscipline. But it cannot help you build a career. දැන් තවත් cheating ක්‍රම තියෙනවා, plagiarism කියලා තියෙනවා. Plagiarism is not intelligence. Plagiarism කියන්නේ අපි කෙලින්ම අපි assignment එකක් දුන්න ගමන් website එකකින් කෙලින්ම cut and paste කරනවා. ඒක වාගේ නිර්මාණශීලී හැකියාව පිළිබිඹු වෙන්නේ නැහැ. It is academic dishonesty. So academic dishonesty is another difference between school and university. Integrity is doing the right thing even when nobody is watching. Right? මේ ඔක්කොම එකට ගත්තම මේ basket එකේ maturity තියෙනවා. And since we are in the digital age, tsunami of digital what he called viruses are coming. Tsunami of digital disturbances are coming. Social media and social media is one example. In that, digital professionalism is a must to use your brain in a wise manner in the university. Otherwise, you will end up with a lot of problems. Your digital footprint is permanent. Employers check social media sometimes. In America, green card වගේ අර citizenship apply කරනකොට ඒගොල්ලෝ social media check කරනවා. Scholarships provide check social media. කියන්නේ ඒව කරනවා. Because it's a mirror image of your mindset, your attitude, your character, your discipline. Future partners check social media. සමහර කට්ටිය බොනිකෝ වගේ future partnersලා හොයාගෙන social media එකට ගියොත් එහෙම එයාගේ character එක ලස්සනට තියෙනවා. Fake medias තියාගෙන ඉන්නවා. ඒගොල්ලෝ කරට දෙයක් නැහැ. Fake social media. Ask yourselves before posting. Will this help my future? If the answer is no, think twice. Never ever post anything which affect negatively to your future. So that is the growth mindset you should have as a Vyamba University student. If you are in the Vyamba University family, you should have that kind of growth mindset. As I mentioned yesterday also, dress code and professional behavior. I'm repeating it again because university, even though we are enjoying the greater independence, unlike in the university, we should have that professional behavior. Many students ask when they enter to the university, why is dress code important? ඇයි එහෙමයක් අදගත් ස්කෝල්ට ඩ්‍රෙස් කෝඩ් එකක් තියලා විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ අසීමාන්තික නිදහසක් තියෙන එකේ ඩ්‍රෙස් කෝඩ් මොනවද? Even some adults may not agree with that. Because you are no longer preparing for university. Right? We are not, let me repeat that, because you as a student entering into the Vyamba University not preparing for the university, you are preparing for a profession. Right? Profession. That is our dream. So we also have a dream. Right? You are preparing for a future. You are preparing for a future profession. When a doctor enters a hospital, appearance matters. When a lecturer enters to the lecture home, appearance matters. When an agriculture officer meets farmer, appearance matters. When a technology expert meets the industry, appearance matters. When an entrepreneur, investor, appearance matters. So professionalism starts today. You should think more on this dress code which reflects your professionalism. Right? So my dear students, today you enter virtually to a university. Yesterday you entered to the Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management, and today you are going to understand what is this university life, especially Vyamba University of Sri Lanka, which is one of the Sri Lanka's distinguished state universities. Even though it's the 13th university, we are well distinguished universities. Our history of the journey don't have that much of mud or black spots. With campuses at Makandura and Koliyapitiya, the university contributes significantly to education, to research, innovation, and national development. The other point I want to highlight, as I mentioned earlier also, universities do more than awards degree. Universities create leaders. We need to see you as a leader in future. Universities create knowledge. University creates solutions. So you should have a learning approach in the university, which emphasize critical thinking, analysis, and problem-solving mindset. And students are expected to question, evaluate, and apply knowledge. One of the major problems we have witnessed or encountered among our undergraduates is they don't have that mentality to ask questions. කුමන හේතුවක් නිසා ඒගොල්ලන් හරි බයයි ප්‍රශ්න අහන්න. ලැන්ග්වේජ් බැරියර් එක උනා ඒක සමග ලැන්ග්වේජ් එක හොඳට ඉගෙන ගන්න කියලා මම ඉතා පැහැදිලිව කියන්නේ. Right? Okay. Okay. Relationship with teachers, unlike in schools, is different. Lecturers act more as facilitators and mentors. We don't have command and control system. Right? I took these slides from one of my friends from Twitter because they have a good data set, and that's why it says SLIT. So freedom and responsibilities, those are the things. So I will explain once you come to the university. I will explain things. Time is okay. Other one is building friendships and social network. Once you come to the university, you have to build that relationships and social networks. Some are a little bit reluctant to network and develop effective safety study habits. Right? Adapting a new environment itself a challenge. I do agree with that. Away from your parents, away from your village, away from your family friends, away from your village friends. Yes. But everyone is in the same boat. And embracing diversity and inclusion. You will find various people from different regions, different races, different nationalities, different religions, different nations, different since we don't have any international students, different students with different what you call language speaking. So respect everyone. Professional appearance is important. Okay. 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 Now I'll, without taking much time, I'll take a little bit more time. Let me explain about the 6 faculties in the university. Right? So, Faculty of Agriculture, this is your home. Right? It has 5 distinct departments starting from agribusiness, biotechnology, as I mentioned yesterday, biosystem engineering, horticulture, and plantation management. Subjects are offered, and you can select your research areas once you come to the final year from any part, whether you are a BST student or agriculture student. Together, these disciplines address broad areas like food security, sustainability, and rural development, as well as technological advancement. When I come back from my PhD in 2014 from USA, I had a dream. The dream is based on the gap available in our society, especially the agrarian society. That is why our country is not developed. Our farming community is not suffering a lot. Why they are suffering a lot? Why they are not achieving their goals? They are fulfilling their needs. I realized that technological advancement is the gap. So luckily, during that time, government take up a wise decision and end up with this kind of technological stream. And today, technology BSc students are here to find out technology related issues, challenges, and provide perfect answers to this farming community. Right? So, our technology students, according to my understanding, they are fortunate enough to tackle agriculture related problems. So, agriculture is a vast area. Agriculture කියන area එක සම්බන්ධ නොවුණු economy එකක් නැහැ. Even though it's a main subsector in the economy, it is related to food. Food කියන එක agriculture නොවන එක්කෙනත් food vegetables consume කරනවා ඒක බද්ධ වෙලා තියෙන්නේ directly indirectly හැම එකත් එක්කම. Right? So then we have a faculty called Faculty of Applied Sciences. අපේ එක FAPM කියනවා. අරක FAS. So Faculty of Applied Sciences එකේ තියෙනවා Computing and Information Systems, Physical Sciences, Mathematics and Industrial Management කියලා department 4ක් තියෙනවා. ඉතින් අපිටත් මේකට බද්ධ වෙන්න පුළුවන් මේ රිසර්ච් කරනකොට because their future careers include artificial intelligence, data science, software engineers and analytical in economics sometimes because they do industrial economics also. Other one is faculty of business studies and finance, which has few departments and English also coming under that faculty. අපි කියනවා BSF කියලා faculty BSF faculty කියලා කියන්නේ. Accountancy, business management, banking and finance, insurance and valuation, as well as English language teaching, 5 departments. ඒතර ඔයගොල්ලන්ට දල අදහසක් තියෙනවා ඔයගොල්ලන් ඉගෙන ගන්න විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ අනිත් පීඨවල තියෙන departments ගැන පුළුල් සහ ගැඹුරු අදැක්මක් තියෙන්න ඕන. මේක පුද බිමේ තියෙන අනිත් දේවාල වගේ. right? අපි ඉන්නේ එක දේවාලයක අනිත් දේවාල එහෙම නැත්නම් අනිත් පුදසුම්. right? So faculty of business studies and finance, they cater to the business leaders driven economic growth because good ideas need good management. So we also managers, they also manage especially in the industrial setup. So the other faculties, faculty of livestock, fisheries and nutrition. So they are a sister faculty or neighboring faculty. මට එක දෙයක් කියන්න බැරි වුණා මේ ෆැකල්ටිස් ගැන කියන්න ඉස්සෙල්ලා. වයඹ විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ කියන ෆැමිලි එක තැන් තුනක තමයි තියෙන්නේ. ස්ථාන තුනකට අපි ඒවට කියනවා සබ් කැම්පස් කියන ටර්ම් එක යූස් කරනවා. සබ් කැම්පස්. මාකඳුර සබ් කැම්පස් එක. කුලියාපිටිය මේන් ප්‍රිමයිසස් කියලා කියනවා. ප්‍රිමයිසස් කියන වචනේ premises කියලා pronounce කරනවා. මාකඳුර premises or premises. කුලියාපිටිය premises. තව medical faculty එකේ තියෙන්නේ ලබු a little bit away from 2 to 3 kilometers away from කුලියාපිටිය town. right? එතකොට faculties දෙකක් තියෙන්නේ මාකඳුර premises වල. ඕගොල්ලන් එන්නේ මාකඳුර ප්‍රිමයිසස් වලට. right? කුලියාපිටිය ප්‍රිමයිසස් එකේ ෆැකල්ටිස් තියෙනවා 3ක්. තව අනිත් ෆැකල්ටි තියෙන්නේ මෙඩිකල් ෆැකල්ටි. කුලියාපිටියේ තියෙන්නේ faculty of applied science, faculty of technology and faculty of business studies and finance. පොඩි ෂෝට් නෝට් එකක් ගහලා තියාගන්න. ප්‍රිමයිසස් 3ක තමයි විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ විසිරලා තියෙන්නේ. මාකඳුරේ තියෙන ෆැකල්ටිස් දෙකක්. කුලියාපිටියේ තියෙන ෆැකල්ටිස් 3ක්, මෙඩිකල් ෆැකල්ටියක් තියෙනවා වෙනම ප්‍රෙමයිසස් එක. එතකොට 3යි 2යි 5යි 1යි 6යි. right? You need to memorize it. මාකඳුර පරිශ්‍රයේ තියෙන ෆැකල්ටිස් දෙකක්. එක තමයි අපේ ෆැකල්ටිය, Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management, and we offer 2 degrees, agriculture as well as BST, Biosystem Technology. ඒ වගේම Biosystem Technology ළමයින්ට අදාළ තියෙන බයෝසිස්ටම් ඉංජිනේරින් කියන ඩිපාර්ට්මන්ට් එක ආවේනික ඩිපාර්ට්මන්ට් එක. එක විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයකවත් බයෝසිස්ටම් ඉංජිනේරින් කියන ඩිපාර්ට්මන්ට් එකක් නැහැ. ටෙක්නොලොජි ෆැකල්ටි එකවත්. ඒක මම මූලික වෙලා තමයි අතන මේ නම දැම්මේ බයෝසිස්ටම් ඉංජිනේරින්. එතකොට මම ආයසරයක් මුලට යනකොට ෆැකල්ටි එකේ අපේ වයඹ ෆැමිලි එක යටතේ ෆැකල්ටිස් 6ක් තියෙනවා. මෙඩිකල් ෆැකල්ටි තියෙන වෙනම ප්‍රිමයිසස් එකක. කුලියාපිටිය ප්‍රිමයිසස් එකේ තියෙනවා Faculty of Applied Science, Faculty of Business Studies and Faculty of Technology. මාකඳුර පරිශ්‍රයේ තියෙන faculties දෙකක්, agriculture faculty එකයි livestock, fisheries and nutrition කියන faculty එක. So Faculty of Livestock and Fisheries and Nutrition එක අපේ sister faculty කියලා කියනවා, neighboring faculty කියලා කියනවා. It has 4 different departments starting from livestock and avian sciences. Livestock කියන්නේ it is related to agriculture, livestock and avian science කියන්නේ අපි උදාහරණයක් වශයෙන් කියනවා නම් ඒගොල්ලන් avian science යටතේ කරන්නේ කුකුළු පාලනය වගේ. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි කියමු broiler chicken layers ඒ ටික. තව එකක් තියෙනවා aquaculture and fisheries. තව එකක් තියෙනවා food science and technology. තව එකක් තියෙනවා applied nutrition කියලා. ඒකට department 4ක් තියෙනවා. ඇත්තටම මේ agriculture කියන එක මදාන කුලකයේ ඇතුළේ තමයි ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ faculty එකක් තියෙන්නේ. ඒ කුලකයේ ඇතුළේ තියෙන සියලුම දේවල් අපේ faculty එකත් උගන්වනවා. විවිධ අංශ හරහා. අනිත් එක තමයි faculty of medicine, as I mentioned, medical education, clinical sciences. They have different, you can visit their website. And faculty of technology. එතන faculty of technology යටතේ ඒගොල්ලන්ට construction technology, electro technology and mechanical and manufacturing කියලා department තුනකට බෙදෙනවා. Right? එතකොට you know that we have 6 faculties in this university. Since the world problems cannot be solved by one discipline alone. අපේ සමාජය විවිධ ප්‍රශ්න වලට මුහුණ දෙනවා. ඒ ප්‍රශ්න වලට මුහුණ දීම සඳහා තමයි විශ්වවිද්‍යාල බෙහෙලා තියෙන්නේ. So agriculture needs technology. Right? Technology faculty also develop technologies. So here the point I am trying to make here is the world problems cannot be solved by one discipline alone. So agriculture needs technology. That we can understand. Technology needs business. A business needs health. Right? Business health needs nutrition. The future belongs to collaboration. Whole basket. Right? Okay, next latter part of the presentation. Okay, this I will ask to share this presentation. This is the our national anthem. Not the national anthem, university anthem, which is available in English and Sinhala, not Tamil actually. මම මේ අවස්ථාවේදී මෙම ගීතයට තනු නිර්මාණය කරන ලද ආචාර්ය W.A. අබේසිංහ මහතාට කෘතවේගීත්වය පළ කරනවා. එම ගීතය ලියලා තියෙන්නේ ඩොක්ටර් W.A. අබේසිංහ. ඒක තනුවලට ජීවී කරලා තියෙන්නේ ආචාර්ය W.A. අබේසිංහ මහතාම තමයි. එතනදී අපි ඊළඟට අපි යන් අපේ වයඹ විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ ප්‍රධානම සහ පැරණිතම පීඨය වන අධ්‍යයන පීඨය වන Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management. මේක ඇත්තටම මම අපේ ඉන්න සීනියර් ප්‍රොෆෙසර් කෙනකින් ගත්ත ස්ලයිඩ්ස් ටික. එයා ඒ ප්‍රසන්ටේෂන් එකට ගත්ත දෙයක්. අපි ඕගොල්ලන් ෆිසිකලි ආවට පස්සෙත් මේ ගැන කතා කරනවා. So let me tell you this story of Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management. The story දැන් මේ කතන්දරේ පටන් ගන්නේ 1991 දී. වයඹ විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ කතන්දරේ පටන් ගන්නෙත් මේ අවුරුද්දේ. At that time, Makandura, not like today, was very different. There was no modern faculty, no large academic complex like today, no thousands of students studying, only a vision. But there was a dream. The institution began as the Northwestern Province affiliated to University College to the Peradeniya, then Rajarat, using facilities that included, so they built upon the using the infrastructure of the facilities included under different organization. They had training facilities from Department of Agriculture, paddy stores belongs to Paddy Marketing Board, student hostels, lecture spaces and administrative buildings. So that is the small seed planted. Today, that seed has become a giant tree. That is the Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management. Right? So this is that seed. From affiliated University College to a Faculty of Agricultural Science to Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management. Think about that for a moment. So this is the entrance place during that time. If you think about that moment, everything great begins with a small or seed. The same is true for your life. Today you are a seed 4 years from now, you can become a giant tree. So let me. Uh, this is the chief guest of Arjuna, Professor Arjuna Aluvihare during that time addressed the gathering. Planting of Na tree, these trees are still available by Professor Aluvihare. Opening canteen by Vice Chancellor during that time. First academic staff members of this course coordinators of the University Peradeniya. So some members are still serving to the university as senior professors and senior academic positions. Dr. Gunithalika is here. Kandana during his young blood stage, he's here. Very young, even we can recognize them. These are the
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me,
yeah
sir. May I disturb you for a while?
yeah.
I was supposed to show photographs, sir, because we are seeing only a Word document. I
Oh
think
really?
the slides with photographs are not shared yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, it will be better to see the photographs.
Yeah. Okay. I thought that. I'm sorry. Okay. So I am showing the different one, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sorry for that. Since because I am sharing some two screens.
Yes, when there are several screens, it happens.
Yeah. Okay. ඉස්සලත් ඒ අර සින්දුවෙන් පෙරුම් නැද්ද කියන්නේ සින්දුව ඒක දැක්කේ නැද්ද
Sir,
ඒක?
we were seeing a Word document actually. I thought that was the thing that you wanted to share. Only when you were talking about the photographs, I realized that it was the wrong
Oh,
document.
okay. Okay.
But the Word document was also fine, sir. We could see a lot of
Yeah,
information
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
But that is my notes. How about now?
Yes, yeah, we can see it. But you
Okay.
can go to the presentation mode, sir.
දැන් පේනවනේ. Okay.
Yeah.
Now it's visible, right? Like this.
Yes, sir. Can you please go to the presentation mode, or is it still is it already in the presentation mode?
Oh, really?
This may be for my screen. That's okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is okay. Then okay, I'll go to these slides. Now you can see, right? Oh, this is the.
Yeah, this is how it looked like when we came.
Oh yeah. Yeah. දැන් පේනවද? දැන් පේන්නේ මොකද්ද?
Again, the Word document has come.
Oh, okay.
I think
Yeah, no, I have to change.
unshare it then.
Yeah.
And now we can see, sir.
You can see, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, okay. Sorry for that. Okay, so these are the slides I wanted to show you.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
We missed such beautiful
Yeah,
slides.
yeah. And some actually I took one of my friends from street actually. Okay. Okay, okay. I was talking about this learning approach and university and so on. And then history of Coimbatore University and vice chancellor and these five faculties. Now you can see the five faculties, right? Okay, the national anthem, the history of university, right? Okay. So this is that as I mentioned earlier, this is the seed, right? Someone planted, and today it has become a very gigantic faculty of agriculture and plantation management. Okay, during that time, they made a big effort to develop this university, and this Professor Andana and Dr. Gunatrik is still here in this slide. Now they are senior members of the academic staff. Professor Chandana is here, Dr. Gunatrik is here. Okay, so by time to time, different uh, individuals lead the university, and since we should thankful to them, I am just showing the deans of the faculties of agriculture, Dr. Upasena, and they are Dr. Upasena passed away a couple of years back. Professor Fonseca and Professor Jayasekara still here, and Professor Jayasekara, the dean of the faculty, and later become the vice chancellor of the university. Now he is the vice chancellor of the Horizon campus. And Professor Attanayaka, right now he is the dean of the one of the faculties in the Horizon campus, one of the leading universities. And assistant registrars and different heads of the departments were there. So, so these are the pictures of those early faculties. So they gives us big history in that journey, and different laying foundation, new faculty building. You can enjoy that faculty building once you come to the university. Here they are laying the stone. During that phase, Professor Jayasekara, Professor Attanayaka, and a couple of academic members are here. Here, one of admin staff also here. This is the constructive stage, and this is the early stages of during the building of that building. And one of the ministers came, Professor Attanayaka. And once they build, the faculty looks like this. FAPM, right? This is the very first day. They ceremonially open the Faculty of Agriculture and Plantation Management. Now it looks like this. Once you come to the university, physically you can witness this beauty, right? We are trying to make it beauty by giving knowledge, wisdom, and other skills to your right. And every year, we as a university have a wedding ceremony. For me, it's a wedding ceremony. One wedding ceremony is recently started for BST students. We label that wedding ceremony as AGRIS, Agriculture Research Symposium. සාමාන්‍ය වෙඩින් හැම අවුරුද්දෙම තියෙන්නේ. අපේ විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ පීඨේ හැම අවුරුද්දෙම වෙඩින් එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒකට කියන්නේ AGRIS කියලා, Agriculture Research Symposium. So this was started with the visionary leader of Professor Jayasekara. During his time, we started Agriculture Research Symposium, where even Peradeniya University, one of the oldest universities, were also studied. They didn't start a research symposium for undergraduates. So that is the importance of this symposium, right? So agriculture research symposium ඔයගලන්ටත් මේ ඔයගලන් තුන්වෙනි අවුරුද්දට පස්සේ තමයි ඔයගලන් මේ මේක වෙඩින් එකේදී ඔයගලන් බන්දලා දෙන්නේ. Right? The STS students also have a wedding ceremony that is called BTEX ceremony. I don't have a picture for that one. AGRIS, right? Here we are conducting that AGRIS. So I'm just moving fast. Okay. Before wind up, FAPM history, we started with agriculture science, with growth, research, extension, industry partnership, and then we moved to international recognition, and biosystems engineering came to the faculty with modern agriculture, digital agriculture, AI, and now we are thinking about climate smart farming. Why agriculture matters is the problem. I explain it in a different way. So I'm not going to explain the different department stories. Once you meet heads of the department, they also explain that one. So to revisit this picture, the tree of life, I'm repeating the words I explained earlier regarding the tree of life. So this becomes the most memorable part, creates a powerful visuals which shows a large tree. The FAPM tree of life. Tell students, it had summarized next 4 years, I would choose a tree, right? The roots, as I mentioned, they explain the values. Your root, values, disciplines, integrity. Trunk represent knowledge, education, skills. Branches represent research, sports, entrepreneurship, innovations, international exposure, something like that. The leaves, everyday work, every lecture, every experience, every assignment, every research paper, every friendship you build up. Flowers, awards, scholarships, Dean's list, publications, competitors, recognitions, first class, second class, something like that. Fruits are employment, leadership, success, contribution, and impact. Then it comes to the seeds, right? Right? Comes to seed. Okay. So this is most important lesson I want to tell you. You can ask the question that what is the purpose of a fruit? Answer is it produces seeds. What does that mean? The meaning or inner meaning is your success is not the end. Your success must create opportunities for others. What is that? That is the leadership. At the end of the day, we are developing leaders with vast, ample amount of knowledge and wisdom. So, my dear students, today you have arrived He explained, you have arrived carrying a dream or dreams. Some dreams are big, some dreams are very big, some dreams are small, very small dreams. Some dreams are clear, and some dreams are still not certain, uncertain. And that is okay. No need to worry. 4 years from now, you will stand at your graduation ceremony. උපාධි ප්‍රදාන උත්සවයේදී ඔයගොල්ලන් පොලිමේ ඉන්නවා. You will wear your academic gown. අර ලෝගෝවට කියන්නේ ඉංග්‍රීසියෙන් කියන්නේ academic gown. You will wear that logo. Your parents will sit in the audience with proud mindset. ආඩම්බර ලීලාවෙන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ දෙමාපියෝ convocation එකේ මගේ පුතා හරි දුව හරි උපාධිය ලබා ගන්න හැටි බලනවා. Some may cry and some may smile, but at the end of the day, most of will do both, right? සතුටු කඳුළු කියනවා, දුක් කඳුළු කියනවා. Let me clear, the future of agriculture or technology is sitting in this hall, in this screen. The future of Sri Lanka is sitting in this screen today. The future leaders of this university are watching this slideshow. Think about that moment. Now, here's the challenge. You need to think, you need to dream big. ලොකු හීන තියෙන්න ඕනේ හැම එක්කෙනාගේම. Work hard. Stay humble. Serve others, help each other, and never forget where you came from. At the end of the day, your degree is important, but our character is more important because they are the roots of the tree. So the bottom line, if I summarize the main points, you entered this university as part and parcel of the Vayamba family, as a student. You will live as a professional or leader. You entered this faculty as individuals. You will live as leader. You entered today with variety of dreams. Our mission is to help you transform these dreams into reality. So once I welcome to the Vayamba family, may your roots be very strong. That is my wish. May your branches grow wide, balanced. May your flowers bloom beautifully, attractive. May your fruits serve to the society, more particularly කෘෂිකාර්මික ප්‍රජාවට අපේ fruits ආහාරයට ගන්න දෙන්න ඕන. And may the seeds from those fruits you leave behind create a better world, a wonderful world. And may the seeds you have behind create a better world. So always, as Nelson Mandela says, I never lose. I either win or learn. If he lose, he learn from those losing activities. So together, let us build a resilient, innovative, globally connected and sustainable agriculture faculty for future generations. Yes, you can do that. So finally, I would like to share my set of principles, which I label them as 5 guiding principles which I come to this place. First one is speak the truth. ඇත්ත කතා කරන්න ඕනේ, සත්‍ය කතා කරන පුද්ගලයෙක් වශයෙන් බත් වෙන්න ඕනේ. Truth is the greatest asset in your life. Remain grateful, කෘතවේදී වෙන්න ඕනේ. කෘතගුණ සලකන්න ඕනේ. Because gratitude makes us noble. Third one is learn from the past. අතීතයෙන් ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ. Every experience is a teacher. Then fourth one, prepare for the future. අනාගතය සඳහා සූදානම් වෙන්න ඕනි. What you do today shapes tomorrow. Since we are experiencing tsunami of problems with climate change, we should be resilient. So we need to prepare for the future. So we can't expect good things in future. Maybe we'll face Ditwa-like disasters in future, but we should strong enough to face multiple challenges to our life. Final principle which I believe is rise after every setback. කියන්නේ අර සිංහල සින්දුවකුත් තියෙන්නේ වැටුනොත් නැගිටිමු වැටි වැටි නැගිටිමු කියලා. දැන් වැටුනොත් නැවත නැගී සිටිමු. Resilience turns challenges into success. So with that 5 guiding principles, let me wind up my speech. Thank you so much. May the triple gems bless you. Everyone Sarnai. Over to you, Dr. Kamani and Ms. Amanda and the team.
Thank you very much, sir, for a very insightful and inspiring talk. We highly appreciate your contribution to this program while you have so many other duties to perform, because we know that Dean is a very busy person, and I think our new students are really lucky to get their Dean to talk to them like this. Thank you very much again, sir, for devoting your valuable time amid your busy schedule. As he rightly mentioned, great nations are built by vision, and I see our Dean as a leader with his own vision. So I also believe that our new students will take his messages on board and continue to uphold the values of this institution, and they will carry the values as students and as future graduates of Weimar University. Thank you again. And dear students, with that, we end the first session today, and we have another session in line, and you can have a break now. You can either remain connected or you can reconnect using the same link, and we'll start the next session at 11:30. Thank you very much. Good morning to you again. So we are going to the second session or the final session today on day 2. And this session, I think the student number is still less, but let's see, more students will join with time. Okay, so this session is particularly organized to get you through the program that we have organized for you during this orientation period. And let's be honest, now, how many of you have actually read this program? I sent you the orientation program, the entire program, well in advance, last week or week before last week. and I emailed it to everybody. And how many of you read it at least once? Do you have the raise hand option on your screen? There's a raised hand option. අතක් උස්සන එකක් තියෙනවා නේද? අත උස්සන මේ emoji එක. Yes, I can see some people are raising hand. Very good. Quite a few still. Yeah. Let's see how many of you have read it. While you are responding to that, I will share that document. Let's see how many of you have at least read it. Good, the numbers are going up. Already nearly 60. Good. That means at least some of you have read it. So nearly 70 participants have read it. Really good. Very good. Excellent. Right. Okay. So thank you very much for reading this document. At the same time, I realized that maybe some of you haven't got enough time to read this, or maybe they just ignored this. I don't know the reason. Okay, thank you for the responses. And I realized that many of you have gone through this document, which is really good. Right, so if you haven't gone through it, please read it thoroughly. And what I realized yesterday was, during yesterday's, there are some notices again. Please keep your microphones muted when you don't want to talk to me. Otherwise, it will be disturbing to the audience and also to the speaker. I can see some microphones still working. If you don't mute it yourself, sorry, we have to mute it. Okay. Right. So let's get into this document then. And what I realized during yesterday's inaugural session was we were getting so many questions, and we answered many questions, but still there were some questions that were not answered because, as you can remember, we explained that most of the questions can be directed to particular or the relevant person during this orientation program. There are separate sessions organized for different purposes. Right? So that's why all the questions that you raised yesterday were not answered yesterday itself. So you can get the answers later during this program. And I remember one or two students asked, I think I got some messages from students. They were, I hope you can see my program Word document. This is supposed to be a Word document. So you are seeing my Word document. And yesterday I got some questions from students into my chat box, asking whether we are doing anything to improve their certain skills during this orientation program. And these are the things that we plan to develop. These are the things that we have planned to develop during this orientation program. So we have incorporated sessions to improve your English language skills, academic preparedness. That is how you should be getting ready to accept the academic journey once you come physically to the university. And then we have incorporated sessions to improve your IT and digital literacy, personal development, career awareness, and various student engagement activities. Right. So all these things are going to be covered during these sessions. And this is our team. I will introduce the team to you at the end of this session. And if I go through this program briefly. Yeah, let's see where you are today. I get some raising hands even now. Good. Okay, so according to this program, now today you are having the second day, this thing and the morning dean's speech. And this Friday, you are going to have a very important session. On this Friday, you will be getting the training on using the learning management system in our faculty. So that is known as e-learning gateway. So e-learning gateway will be used in every academic activity once you come to the university. So all the courses, all the course coordinators, lecturers will be using that to communicate the academic material with the students. And students will be submitting their assignments and will be doing assessment activities, doing quizzes, like things through the LMS. So that don't miss that training. That training will be conducted by the ICT Center, and the director of the ITC Center, Dr. Chandana Jayatilaka, will be coordinating that activity. Please attend that session in the morning this Friday. So after that, the English department will be talking to you. After the LMS session, the English department will be talking to you regarding the entire English program. They will brief the English program and they will tell you details about the English placement test, which is scheduled for 8th June. That means next Monday, right? So if you have any questions related to this test or the English program, please ask all those questions on Friday afternoon from Ms. Lavanya Abesurya. She will be the lecturer who is coordinating the English program for you. She's from the English department, right? The English department is administered under the BSF faculty, Business Studies and Finance faculty, but they have lecturers and English units established in every faculty. So she will be doing English program for you, right? And the don't misunderstand, the placement test is only for the purpose of grouping you. So there are so many students, over 300 students. So it's not practical to take one class. So there are students with different understanding levels and different English speaking skills, different proficiency levels. So they will be testing your current English knowledge, and based on that, they will be grouping you, right? So that is the only purpose of this test. So that means if students are getting quite low marks for this test, they will be put into a separate group, which will be given more attention, or where the lessons will be designed to specifically suit for them. So that is the purpose of doing this English placement test. This test will be conducted through LMS. That's why getting the LMS training before that is very important, right? Then next week, Monday will be the placement test, and on Wednesday, you'll be having a session to learn about the curriculum. Now, the agriculture students can learn about the BSc Agriculture curriculum, and the Biosystem Technology students will learn about the BBST curriculum. And these are short sessions, and both sessions will be conducted by Dr. Erandi Vijayasinghe. She is currently coordinating the curriculum development activities in the faculty. So that is why she is given this position as chair of the faculty ADP SEC. ADP SEC means the abbreviation we are using to denote a faculty committee, which is known as Faculty Committee on Academic Development, Publishing, Scholarships, and Ethics Committee. Right? So she'll be briefing you about the curriculum. So if you have anything related to subjects and courses, you can raise those questions during her session. Agriculture students can participate in their session, and BST students can participate in their sessions. No need to participate in both if you are not interested in. Okay. Then the same week, next week, Friday, we start the department sessions. That means now here next week, Friday, 12th June, in the morning, all the morning sessions after that, yes, department session briefings are for the mornings every in the following week as well. So next week, Friday, you are going to listen to the Department of Agribusiness Management, and the head of the department, Professor Kemin Herak, will be taking over the session. And during this session, you get the chance to meet your lecturers who are from that particular department. They'll be talking to you, and they will introduce themselves to you. And in addition, the other staff members, not just the academic staff, all the other staff members, academic support and non-academic staff members will also be joining. And in addition, maybe in some departments they will extend this program to introduce some very successful alumni members from their department. So that depends on the department. The major thing is you get to know your lecturers. Right? You get to know your lecturers, you get to know their qualifications. We have very highly qualified staff in our faculty, so you get to know each and every lecturer during departmental sessions. And afterwards, from third week onwards, uh, Mondays are mainly dedicated for English teaching. So every Monday, I think you're going to have English in the morning. Usually we have accommodated only the mornings, but sometimes we have accommodated afternoons as well to cover some sessions, but mornings are mostly used for this program. When you have something in the afternoon, please don't miss that. So Monday will be English. Then you have other departmental sessions next week. So the third week, Wednesday, 17th June, Department of Biotechnology. And then 19th June, Department of Horticulture and Landscape Gardening. That's my department. And then fourth week, again Monday English. Then you'll be going to Department of Plantation Management on 24th June. And then on 26th June, you get to know the Department of Biosystems Engineering. All right. So don't miss these departmental sessions because you are going to meet your lecturers and know everything about departments. Now, yesterday, I saw some questions from our students asking about how to specialize in their particular departments. So you can ask those questions during the departmental sessions. Not only that, you can ask about the career progression in that particular area, career opportunities, the job market, everything related to particular specializations. So you can direct all those questions to the department head and the staff during those sessions. Then we have designed some sessions to improve your IT and digital literacy, like this one, IT and digital literacy, where you will be introduced to basic IT skills. I know that most of the students are good with IT skills by now, because I know after your A levels, you must have gone to computer classes and learned some computer skills, which is very good. But in addition, you can get some hands-on skills when you are exposed to the training sessions done at university. Therefore, these sessions are designed for that purpose. Yes, English. And then yesterday, again, we had some questions related to your registration and administration processes. So you asked about your registration date, and our senior assistant registrar, Mr. Dushan, responded that your registration will be on 1st of October when you come to the university physically. And you'll be given a registration number at that time. So I encourage you to register and now I personally got some queries from some students asking that because of various reasons, a few students are trying to get a deferment. Deferment is that you are going to delay your academic work. ඒ කියන්නේ සමහර කීප දෙනෙකුට ඇත්තටම ගොඩක් නෙවෙයි ස්ටුඩන්ට්ලට අවශ්‍යතාවයල් තියෙනවා අවුරුද්දකින් ප්‍රමාද කරගන්න මේ ඩිග්‍රිය රෙජිස්ටර් වෙලා අවුරුද්දකින් ප්‍රමාද කරගන්න. එතකොට මේ අවුරුද්දේ බැච් එකත් එක්ක නෙවෙයි ඒගොල්ලෝ එන්නේ next year batch එකත් එක්ක තමයි එන්නේ. හරි ඒවා පුළුවන්. Those are possible. Some students do that. So to do that, there's a process. There's a formal process. First, you have to write to the dean. A formal request letter should be sent to the dean of the faculty. Then dean will be forwarding that request to the faculty board. Faculty board is the major decision-making body. Decision-making body of the faculty. So in the faculty board, all the academic staff members are there, and we'll be taking decisions on that kind of matters related to the faculty, right? So there's a formal process for that. Therefore, if you have certain personal problems like that, or if you want to do some changes in your registration or certain things like that, even regarding accommodation, accommodation issues, and what else? Bursaries and Mahapola like financial support schemes. All these things will be handled by the relevant officers. Those are kind of administrative officers. Now we have a separate administrative office in Markandara premises, which is known as Common Support Unit, right? So this Common Support Unit or CSU is administered under a deputy registrar, and she will be coming to this session as well. So all the related questions can be directed to them during this session. Okay. Then there will be a session to talk about university rules and regulations. Here, University Rules and Regulations, that will be on 8th July, and it will be delivered by Proctor, Professor Dhammika Veeratilaka. He's the Proctor of YM University, Markandara premises. As our Dean mentioned in the morning, we have 2 faculties in Markandara premises, and Professor Dhammika is from the other faculty, not from agriculture faculty. So he's the Proctor for both faculties in the Markandara premises. Proctor means, do you know who Proctor is? Proctor කියන්නේ මේ විනය පාලකතුමා. හරි? Proctor කියන්නේ විනය පාලකතුමා. තුමා එතකොට student any offenses, any disciplinary action, if any student perform any disciplinary action or wrongdoing, the actions will be implemented basically by the proctor. Right? So he'll be briefing you about the university rules and regulations. If all students are following university rules and regulations, there won't be any issues to any student. Okay. Right. So then we are going to introduce you to the academic things little by little. That means we are going to do some academic preparedness among you. So that's why we have introduced a couple of mini lectures for that purpose. Couple of mini lectures. So the first mini lecture will be delivered by Dr. Suranta Salgadu. He is currently the head of the Department of Horticulture and Landscape Gardening. And this mini lecture will take about 1.5 hours. And we expect you to develop your note-taking skills during the mini lecture. So take a notebook or a A4 sheet and a pen and try to take notes. Don't take photos of your screen. Just try to take notes, because in the lecture halls, you are not going to take photographs or screenshots. When we do lectures physically, in our lecture halls, you have to take down notes. Students don't take photographs, no screenshots, okay? So you have to develop your note-taking skills. We know in your A-level classes, the A-level teacher gives you the note, but here it's not like that. You have to take your own notes, right? So we are going to develop that skill with that. And our academic support staff will also be there to assist you. And there'll be certain activities decided by the particular lecturer. Okay. Then now, in the following week, actually this is in the 7th week, first column of this table shows the week number. So on the 7th week, somewhere in 15th July, you are going to have an awareness session on student counseling services. So we have a very strong student counseling service in our faculty. Student counselors are here to help students. So when students have certain problems, either personal problems or anything related to academic matters, anything, financial problems, academic matters, everything can be discussed very confidentially with the student counselors. So the student counselors, actually there are 4 of them for our faculty. And we have Professor Vajra Balasurya, Dr. Gimhani, Dr. Madhushani, and Mr. Virajit. So they will be meeting you and talking to you during this session, and they will brief you about the services that they will be providing to you. Okay. Then there will be a talk on the same day, on 15th July, on the same day, there will be a talk by the academic warden. Dr. Viswajit Kandegama is the academic warden of Markandara campus hostels at the moment. So he will be telling you about the on-campus accommodation. All of you are going to get on-campus accommodation or hostels in your first year, irrespective of where you are coming from or irrespective of your income level. Everybody is going to get. But there are certain rules and regulations in hostels to govern student discipline. Yesterday, one student has sent a question to me asking about something called curfew times for hostels if you want to work at night somewhere. So those things are possible with proper permission. Right? So I think the academic warden will tell you about all those regulations. If he didn't mention, you can ask, right? All the questions related to your hostel accommodation can be asked from warden during this session. Don't miss anything. You can ask everything from the relevant person, right? Then we have the second mini lecture. This is for BST students. The previous one is for agriculture students. So the BST students are also going to have a mini lecture. This mini lecture will be conducted by Dr. Madhushani Herath from Biosystems Engineering Department. Then on 8th week, we have English. And then there's a very important session where it will be on 22nd July. The career guidance unit will be talking to you. They will introduce the career guidance unit and the activities conducted by the career guidance unit. Currently, the director of the career guidance unit is Dr. Janaka Wickramasinghe. He will talk to you and introduce his staff and brief you about the activities and services provided to you. There are various activities that will be conducted by career guidance unit even after you come to the university. We have a separate slot even in our timetable. Once you start your academics, that slot is specifically assigned for career guidance unit activities to develop your soft skills. Then specifically to improve your academic preparedness, we have incorporated some sessions like academic skills development session, especially about reading and writing scientific material, because I know that majority of you have studied in your mother tongue. You have studied either in Sinhala language or in Tamil language. Maybe there are very few students who have studied in English medium. So for most of you, English is not your mother tongue. You have studied in your own language. Therefore, when you convert your work from your mother tongue to a foreign language, it's natural to get so many difficulties, but it is quite normal, right? So to gradually develop that ability, we have designed certain sessions, few sessions actually. So this session is the first of that. It will be conducted by one of our professors, Professor Prashanthi Pereira. So she will be doing this session on reading and writing of scientific material. There you will be introduced to the basics of academic writing, and it will help you develop academically correct paragraphs, because academic writing is different from day-to-day writing. That's why even in IELTS Pro English, you have two tests, academic test and general test, right? Because in academic test, you get your basically the writing component and reading component in the academic style, but in the general IELTS test, you get the general writing and reading component. So that's why the academic writing is so important. Then there are certain activities conducted by the career guidance unit, like time management and goal setting. And then from the following, from the 9th week onward, we have incorporated a few alumni talks. Right now, I remember one of you students asked yesterday about. One student asked whether there are possibilities of getting government jobs or something like that. I can't exactly remember the question, but the idea was like a kind of government job. Remember, agriculture graduates are everywhere. They are everywhere, right? Not only in agriculture. I think it's a unique thing related to agriculture. Unlike science graduates, agriculture graduates are everywhere. If I talk briefly about BST graduates don't have a very long history. We started BST degree program a few years back. So our graduates are somewhat limited by now. So when the time when in future there will be a time that we will have a lot of our BST graduates throughout the country, right? When the years go by, because the agriculture faculty is now about 25 years old, and there are agriculture graduates who passed out 25 years before. Right? So that means there's a long history for agriculture degree. BST degree is somewhat recent, therefore we don't have a long history for that. So in future, we'll get to that level. Okay, now I was talking about these agriculture graduates and the job market. They're everywhere. And if you now I will come to that part later. Now, this first alumni talk is conducted by one of the industry professionals because we have very successful alumni members as our graduates, but we cannot invite each and every one of them. We have a big pool of successful graduates. So we have decided to call upon a few selected individuals to represent all of them. So we have a large number of industry professionals developed from our faculty. And we have invited one of them. He's Mr. Harsha Bevardhana. He's the General Manager, Quality and Innovations in Haley's Fiber. And he's working, that means he's in a top position in the Haley's company. And there, as I said before, there are so many industry professionals developed by our faculties, but we can't invite each and every one of them. So just a representation here. So these alumni talks are included because you can get inspiration from these great past graduates. You can listen to their experiences and learn something from their experience. Then there will be some sessions to educate on your library services, which is conducted by the Senior Assistant Librarian of the Makandura Library. We have libraries in every premises, Kuliapiti, Makandura, and Labiyai. So we have separate one for Makandura. And yesterday, I remember some students asked about sports. It's really good to hear that students are keen about sports because sports will keep you healthy and fit. Right? Sports can be done not only for the purpose of competition, but also to keep your body fit and healthy. So there are a lot of sports opportunities. We have a sports coordinator in our faculty. Mr. Virajit Kurupu is the sports coordinator of our faculty. He's the lecturer from the faculty. And I think yesterday he talked and gave some information about the sports activities. So in this session, he will give you more details related to the sports activities that you can do at university. Then this is the second session on academic skills development, which will be on 7th August. And in this session, you will be guided for directed learning techniques. That means self-study activities, like you will be getting the chance to learn about how to prepare assignment properly, how to prepare assignment professionally, and how to avoid plagiarism, and how to maintain your academic integrity, how to cite others' works, the basics, right? Not the very deep stuff, the basics that you should know. Because in schools, I know you don't practice these things at schools. So you can learn these things in this academic environment, and we are going to prepare you for that. So this session will be conducted by Professor Indika Hera from Plantation Management Department. And at the end of this session, you'll be given a task to develop a mini assignment. They will assign you in groups or maybe as individuals to develop a mini assignment based on a very simple topic, right? We don't give you very complicated topics right now. So you'll be given a very simple topic, very simple timely topic, and you'll be asked to develop a mini assignment. And we will arrange a LMS link to submit your assignments so that Professor Indika and team can assess your assignments and give feedback. So that is the idea of this session, right? Then on 11th week, this session has been scheduled on 10th August. Yesterday, some students asked about student movements. There are a large number of student societies and clubs and movements in our faculty. I can't name them because there are so many, and I even don't know all of them, right? So all these movements or clubs have been looked after by a senior treasurer who is a permanent academic staff member, but the engagements and activities are conducted by students. It's totally driven by students. The academic staff member is actually working as a senior treasurer to look after some financial issues and as an overseer, actually, not to manage a lot of stuff, but as an overseer of the particular society or movement. So you will get the chance to interact with student representatives from various clubs and societies during this session. Okay. Then there's another IT session Now, the IT unit will be conducting a session on email etiquette, online communication ethics, and online collaboration tools. Now, you know the IT is very well advanced now. There are even platforms to work without coming to work physically. Now, we have been doing online work and you have been attending online classes probably in your A levels. So the online platforms are now becoming increasingly popular during these global crisis situations. They become increasingly important as well. But there are certain ethics that you have to practice in online communication and online collaboration tools when you're using online collaboration tools and platforms. So those things are increasingly becoming important because we now realize that some people ignore them. Someone asked about the gym. Student has sent me a message asking whether there's a gym available. Yes, there's a gymnasium available in the Markanduru premises. You can use it. Yeah. Right. So as I said before, all the sports related questions can be directed to our sports coordinator on the relevant session. Yeah. Okay. So it's good to think about your fitness. I'm glad that you are thinking about that. It's because very rarely students at your age thinking about the fitness. It's a good thing. Okay. So I was talking about online collaboration. Now you can share documents. You can share. Now, for example, when we give you an assignment to do or a presentation to make in groups, a group can collaborate using collaboration tools like Google platform or something like that. So those things are very popular now. Therefore, you have to get some knowledge and experience on how to use that. If you don't get competence in using these tools, you will lag behind others. But as our dean mentioned in the morning, you should develop yourselves as future ready graduates. Therefore, you must get hands-on skills on these abilities as well. Then you get another session on 14th August on assessment procedures. Assessment means all the activities like examinations, the structure of the examinations, and in addition to the examinations, we have continuous assessments. We will be assessing you continuously during the course within a semester. So those are known as continuous assessment. And during this session, Professor Chandana Abesinghe will be delivering information about your examinations, the structure and other assessment procedures. There are various different methods of student assessment, not just the written assignment. We have vivas, that means oral examinations, we have presentations, we have skill test. Skill test means you'll be asked to perform a certain task, and we'll be giving you marks based on the way how you perform that particular task. So those are known as skill tests. So likewise, there are different ways of student assessment here. Therefore, Professor Chandana will be introducing you the different assessment methods on that day. Right, then we get this another alumni talk here. I think I missed the second alumni talk here. So, where is it? I think I missed the second alumni talk. It must be somewhere here. I shouldn't miss that actually. Let me see. First one is right. The second one. Did you see a second one? I think I have missed that somewhere. There's another alumni talk. That talk will be done by a government officer. So that is representing all the government officers here, this one. No, second one is by an entrepreneur, right? Second and third one will be by entrepreneur. We have many successful entrepreneurs who are graduates of this faculty. And under this forum, we'll be introducing you Mrs. Buddhika Kularatna, who is the director and the founder of the CLB International Private Limited. If you're interested in, you can search for this company and look for its details on the internet. It's an export company. And there are other people like that, but we can't invite all of them here. Then we have another alumni talk from a government officer, especially a high-ranked government officer. This lady, Miss Sumudu Priyashini, actually she did horticulture. And now this is an example to show you that you have no limits. You can go everywhere, right? So this lady is now the Senior Assistant Secretary of the Ministry of Public Administration, Provincial Councils and Local Government. Senior Assistant Secretary of a ministry means there may be several Senior Assistant Secretaries. That means Jyeshtha Sahakara Lekam in a public, in a government ministry. So she'll be talking to you with her experiences. So you can go to Sri Lanka Administration Service, and if anybody is interested in going in that path, you can ask questions from her how to go into that path, right? If you are looking for a government job, best is to go for Sri Lanka Administrative Service or Sri Lanka Scientific Service. Or there are other areas like Sri Lanka Customs. We have customs officers, customs superintendents who are graduates of our faculty. All right, so then again, we have career guidance unit sessions like effective communication and oral presentation skills. And at the end of that session, you will be given a task to develop a mini presentation, maybe for 5-minute presentation in groups. Right? So you'll be facilitated through the Zoom platform. We can divide you into groups, and you can discuss among your groups and prepare a mini presentation using PowerPoint. Right? And you'll be given a chance to present your mini presentation the following day. You'll be given time to prepare it. Yes, don't worry, you'll be getting enough time to prepare it, and you will get a chance to present in groups, right? Because we cannot present all the groups at once because it's a large group. Therefore, you'll be divided into smaller groups and get the presentations group-wise. Okay, so that is part of developing your communication skills. Then you must get some knowledge on safe work in laboratory and field. Therefore, we have specifically designed a session to make you aware of laboratory and field safety. So that session will be conducted by Dr. Irandi Vijayasinghe. Then there's another ICT session which will be done by the ICT Center. It is on ethical use of artificial intelligence in academic work. Now, as our dean correctly mentioned in the morning, we are getting a tsunami of tsunami of AI things at the moment, right? Sometimes people can't distinguish from what is right and what is wrong, and sometimes people don't practice ethics. Right, and you must have seen in today's news telecast. I actually don't watch TV, but I saw some social media post on that. Now there's a recent trend. Now when they telecast certain news items on TV, they have started displaying a video, AI generated video, which is very bad. Sometimes even in murder cases, they show AI generated video. I think it's very disgusting. So there must be some rules to govern those things. So when you are using AI for your academic work, you can't use it as you wish. There are certain ethical standards, certain guidelines. For example, you cannot generate your research data using AI. You can use AI to support your work, but you cannot generate hypothetical data for your research. So likewise, there are a lot of things that you have to be aware of. So those things will be taught to you as a beginning. It will be done by ICT Center, but after you come to the faculty, there will be more sessions organized to make you aware on those aspects. Right. Then we have more alumni talks. This one is particularly done by a research high degree student from international university. We have both local and overseas international students who are following master's and PhD degrees with their basic degree in agriculture or BSc here. And we have invited one student from University of Sydney, Australia, to deliver her story here. So if anybody is interested in going overseas and doing their postgraduate degrees, you can ask a lot of questions from her, how to get postgraduate opportunities from foreign universities and what is the pathway. So you can ask questions. That's why the discussion session is there after every alumni talk. Right? Get the maximum of these opportunities. Then we get into the end of the orientation program. We have English for the 15th week, and we have also organized some mental health and stress management sessions, particularly done by the career guidance unit to make sure that you are healthy physically and mentally both, right? And remember that every student will be allocated a academic staff member as their academic advisor. In addition to the officially appointed counselors, student counselors, every staff member in the faculty, academic staff member in the faculty will be getting about, it depends on the number of students, getting about 8 to 10 students. And those students will be given the name of their academic advisor, and students can meet their academic advisors when they get to know them, and they will be given a small booklet, and they can carry that small booklet when they go to meet the academic advisors. So you can seek advice in every aspect. This is a kind of support service we have in our faculty. So students are not alone. They have so many support services. You can reach either academic advisors or student counselors whenever you have a problem. Right now, in the last week of your orientation program, which is the 16th week, Monday, 14th September, you are going to have a progress test. Now, the English department usually does this every year. What they do is, now they have the marks of your placement test, which was done 16 weeks earlier. Now, at the end, they give another test and check your progress. That is why it's known as English progress test. So the English department checks actually their performance as well, not only the students' performance, but also the English department's performance and how much productive their work has been. So please attend English classes. English classes are compulsory for you. Attend all the English classes and learn English very well. Do self-studies and try your best to improve the language and pace well to this progress test. Then if your marks are significantly improved compared to your marks in the placement test, you can be very happy that you have made progress. Right? That is the idea of doing this progress test. Remember that. Then you have other career guidance unit sessions like developing emotional intelligence and well-being and growth. And there's another session, yes, that's career guidance. There's another important and interesting session. This time we decided to appreciate the students who attended this program continuously. So we have introduced an attendance-based recognition for online orientation program. Under that, now we are recording the attendance. That's why I asked you to name yourself with your initials and surname. Because at the time, at the moment, you don't know your registration number. So we can't ask you to enter your registration number. Otherwise, it will be easier. But at the moment, you know your initials and the surname that you submitted to the university registration. Please use that format, initials and surname. Then the Zoom automatically records your attendance. So we will download the attendance for every day, every session, and we will take a count and calculate your percentage attendance. In the same way, like your percentage attendance is calculated when you started your academic work, we will check how much percentage attendance you have shown, right? So the people who have shown good attendance, let's say above 85, above 90, let's see. So we will be giving some rewards. It could be, we haven't still decided what could be the reward, but we decided to give a reward and appreciate those students who committed to this program and who got the maximum out of this program, right? So remember that as well. We are going to reward the students who will be showing good attendance. Finally, in the end of the orientation program, which will be on 18th of September, there will be a feedback session and concluding sessions, both for the English department and for us. So our team and the English department will be meeting you for the last time online in the online platform here. And after that, you are getting a 2-week vacation. I think it's around 2 weeks. So from 19th to 30th September, there'll be a vacation period. So you after a heavy orientation program, you can get ready for the university entrance physically until 30th September. Then you are expected to come to the university physically on 1st of October. So let's hope for the best, right? Like now, when you think of the way that the country is going forward with so many crisis situations, which is basically created by the wars and other things happening in the Middle East and other regions in the world, we also have influence of global problems. We can't get rid of that. නේද? Trump මහත්තයාගේ වැඩ නිසා අපිටත් ප්‍රශ්න වෙනවා. We can't get rid of that. So because of that, we have this serious fuel crisis. And perhaps because of the fuel crisis, we might be asked to go for online platform. But we don't know. We'll see. But let's hope for the best. So if everything goes well, you'll be coming to the university on 1st October, and then there'll be a formal inaugural ceremony in the faculty. So this will be a formal inaugural ceremony, unlike the online one. And in this ceremony, there'll be the Vice Chancellor. Our Vice Chancellor will be coming to welcome you, and our Registrar will be coming to welcome you, Dean, and all the academic staff will be coming to welcome you physically on this occasion. So this will be on 1st of October. Right now, on the same day, you will be notified about your hostel accommodation arrangement. You have to apply for hostels, right? If you haven't been asked to do so yet, you'll be given information during the session by our senior assistant registrar. You can ask. I don't know how to apply for that. They will manage that kind of activities. They will inform you when to and how to apply for hostel accommodation. Please apply, then you will be getting hostels, right? And you'll be notified about that on the same day. And then we have this Friday. It's allocated for meeting your academic advisors. If you are willing to meet your academic advisors on that same day, you can meet them, or otherwise you can go home, or you can stay in the hostels, or do whatever you like, and come back on Monday. The following Monday, 5th of October, where you will be starting your academic work, right? On 5th of October, which is a Monday, you're going to start your formal lectures and practicals physically at the university. So this is the plan that we have developed for you. So this plan was developed jointly by myself and Mr. Madhava as the coordinators of this program, and we have put so much effort in developing and planning this program. You can imagine the effort we have taken, because we had to contact each and every resource person, each and every unit administrators to fix dates for their activity. And it's like that. Therefore, please get the maximum use of these activities during the orientation program. Okay, right. So each activity will be coordinated by our team members, and therefore I'm thinking of introducing our team members to you. Do you have any questions related to this program before I talk about the team members? Okay, right. Let's share the slideshow related to my next talk. Is everything clear? තේරුණාද හැමෝටම? ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එක පොඩ්ඩක් එකපාරක් හරි කියවන්න. හරි? හැමෝම එකපාරක් හරි කියවන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට තමයි ඔය හිතට යන්නේ මෙහෙම දෙයක්ත් තියෙනවනේ කියලා. එතකොට එකපාරට මතක් වෙයි. ලින්ක් එකක් එවුවහම මතක් වෙයි මෙහෙම සෙෂන් එකකුත් තිබ්බනේ කියලා. Yes, I get some messages telling that it's very clear. Okay, thank you. Thank you for the quick feedback. All right. Now, as the next session, yes, somebody raised hand. Do you have questions? Somebody raised hands. You can ask questions if you have. Yeah, all the messages I'm receiving tells that they understood everything. Excellent. Right. Okay, now this session is to introduce my team. I'm getting an overflow of messages at the moment. Okay, so let's get to know our team. This is the organizing committee for this orientation program for 2026. So this is me. I don't have my photograph here because you can see me. You already know my name, and I got my BSc Honours in Agriculture degree from YM University of Sri Lanka many years ago. I admitted as a student like you, and then I completed my master's degree, MSc, in University of Peradeniya, and I earned my PhD from the University of Queensland, Australia. And I decided to come back to Sri Lanka and serve my country and my institution without staying in Australia. Right. So I'm currently working. Sorry for that. I hope you can see the slides. Yes. I'm currently working as a senior lecturer, and I'm from the Department of Horticulture and Landscape Gardening. So previously, I served as the head of the Department of Horticulture from 2020 to 2023, before the current head of the department, Dr. Suranta. And in addition, I must tell you that I had served as a student counselor of the faculty for more than 7 years. So during that period, I experienced so many student-related matters, and therefore I have handled so many student matters and have so much experience dealing with student matters. So when you have certain problems, before you meet the student counselors, you can always access us and talk to us regarding your problems. Let me check another message for a while. Okay. Thank you for the messages and feedback on the previous session. I think that's enough. Okay. Right. So you already know my contact details. Then this program is jointly coordinated with me by Mr. Madhava Samaravikrama. Mr. Madhava is a lecturer from the Department of Biosystems Engineering. He got his Bachelor of Biosystems Technology Honours degree, Bachelor of Biosystems Technology Honours in Agricultural Technology degree from the University of Colombo, and currently he is reading for his MSc in Agricultural and Biosystems Engineering in University of Peradeniya. So he's specifically from the Department of Biosystems Engineering. So the BSD students, if you have any specific questions, specific problem that you want to know, you can talk to Mr. Madhava directly, or we have two other staff members from the same department. This is his contact details. So I'm giving the contact details of my team members with their full consent. Right? They have given me the consent to share their contact details with you to support you. Then after that, we have our academic support staff. Now, who are academic support staff? You would call them demonstrators, and we call them academic support staff. Actually, every year, after completing the degree, both agriculture and biosystems technology, a few high-performing graduates will get the rare opportunity to serve the faculty. They join as academic support staff or demonstrators, and they get the opportunity to serve their institution. And during this time, they engage in teaching, especially the practical component, tutoring, tutorial classes, and various other student teaching and learning related activities and other activities like this, right? So some extra activities like this and organizing symposia and various other things. So with their consent, I'm sharing their contact details also with him. This is Ms. Tanya. Now all these, we have 10 members from the academic support staff in our team, 2 from each department, and every one of them have been graduated from Wimbo University. They are our graduates. So Miss Tanya is from Department of Agribusiness Management because she is specialized in agribusiness management. And that means if you are particularly interested in a particular specialization area, you can even directly contact them and ask about their experiences in their particular department. And we have Mr. Pabbata Diwaratna. I think some of our staff members have not joined these sessions live. The reason is because they have teaching classes, they have practical classes and some other classes programs going on. So they have to give priority to that. That means they can't ignore other students because when they are teaching a class, it's in the timetable, so we can't avoid that. So they are doing those classes. That's why all of them are not here today, but most of them are here. He's also BSc Agriculture graduate, specialized in agribusiness management. Even in the agribusiness management, you have 2 specialization, right? So you will be getting details under the department sessions. Then we have Miss Diniti Gunawardana from Biotechnology department. And if some students are particularly interested in specializing or developing the career in biotechnology, you can specifically contact them and get their ideas and views. And Mr. Kalindu Vikramasinghe is also from biotechnology department. Actually, Kalindu helped me a lot in preparing this slideshow for you. So yes, then we have Ms. Kasuni. Kasuni Hansika is from Department of Horticulture and Landscape Gardening. Kasuni actually did her undergraduate research project under my supervision, and later she joined our academic support staff in our department. Then we have Mr. Gayan. Mr. Gayan just informed me that he has got a practical class today and unable to join. And he's also from the Department of Horticulture and Landscape Gardening. And Ms. Dileka Herat from Department of Plantation Management. So she has specialized in the area of plantation management. Even in the plantation management department, you can select 2 specialization areas. Every 3 departments in our agriculture stream offers 2 specializations except the biotechnology department. But you can get the details during their departmental sessions. You can ask details and get to know those things, not here. Okay. So she is specialized in plantation management department. And then Ms. Tushara Senivaratna is also from the plantation management department. And this is contact details. Then Ms. Kavindi Alhakun, she's a biosystems technology graduate. She graduated with her Bachelor of Biosystems Technology Honors degree from Wyoming University. Sorry. And currently working as a demonstrator in the Department of Biosystems Engineering. And Ms. Sashikala Ambagaspitiya is also a Biosystems Technology graduate working in the Biosystems Engineering department. So the Biosystems Technology students, if you have specific problems related to BST department, you can even contact them. And the other thing I must tell you is I'm getting a large number of messages within a day. Even at midnight, I get messages. I try my best to reply them, but sometimes it's really difficult because we have so many other duties, lectures, and various other meetings and family commitments. Everything is there. So that's why our entire team is here to support you. So if I don't reply to your comments, reply to your questions, or if you find it difficult to contact me, please contact any member of our team. They will be able to directly help you, or if not, they will direct your problem to me or Mr. Madhav. So they are here to help you. Therefore, if Mr. Madhav or myself don't reply to you, you can approach any of our support staff members. Okay. And the other thing I must tell you is when you come to the faculty physically, one student asks biological science as my A-level stream. Can we do Bachelor of Biosystems Technology honors? Actually, biological science students, I don't know about that because you have to do separate combination of subjects to come for a biosystems technology degree. Can anyone answer that? If you do a biological science, that means bioscience. You do chemistry, physics, and biology. If you do chemistry, physics, and biology, Can you do biosystems technology degree? I'm not sure about that. You can ask that during the session. We have a specific session designed for that department, right? Okay. Then I was talking about contacting us. That's it. So our team is here, and we are here to support you throughout this orientation program. And once you come to the university physically, you will realize that almost all the members of our academic staff are very approachable. Very approachable. We don't keep our doors closed and refrain from meeting students, but we are always accessible to students. Students come to meet us all the time, and I think we are one of the friendliest faculties in the island. So you don't have to get any worries about that. Okay, so that's the end of this session, and I'm happy to answer if you have any further questions related to this session. And just a reminder before winding up, yes, my time is 12:30. I have passed 3 minutes. And be punctual always when you are coming to the sessions. Join the sessions on time. And this Friday, you are going to have this learning management system training session conducted by the ICT Center. The full control is done by the ITC Center. They'll be making the link, and I'll be sharing the links with you. And the thing is, I think for the LMS training, like and similar activities, it's better to have a laptop, because there are so many things that will be discussed, and you'll be given some practice. So it's better to, and I recommend everyone to have a desktop or a laptop with internet connectivity during the LMS training rather than using a phone. Smartphone can be used for most of the sessions, but specifically if you are getting training on LMS and ITC skills and scientific writing skills, I recommend you to have a laptop or a desktop computer. Yes, no more questions. Then thank you very much, everyone. So please, I may not be coming to the session on Friday, but I will be sharing the link with you, and our support staff members will be there. So please join the LMS training session on Friday. And thank you very much for joining. I'm very happy to see that we have more than 250 students in our sessions. And have a great day and have a great week. Thank you.